My name's Graham MacKenzie. I am Director of AML and Economic Crime Risk at Amicus. Amicus is a full suite AML onboarding platform. We pride ourselves on being trusted, fast and accurate. We are indeed trusted by 9 out of 10 of the largest law firms in Scotland. We perform ID and V checks, electronic ID and V checks, risk assessment, source of funds, source of wealth, screening, adverse media, PEP and sanctions screening, and moreover an end-to-end record-keeping solution for law firms. With me today I've got Kayleigh Smale of Smale Compliance. I've been dying to work with you for a couple of years now. I see your stuff on LinkedIn. We've met a couple of times. We're both really passionate AML geeks, right? We've got the I Love AML mug in front of us. So I'm really chuffed you could make it today. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Graham. So hi, my name's Kayleigh. And I am the Director of Smale Compliance, and as Graham said, I'm a real AML geek, love everything about it, and I do consultancy, going into law firms and helping them with their AML compliance.
Source of funds, look, you know, if I was to say one thing about source of funds, I think it is, and source of wealth, but moreover source of funds, it is the most important AML check you can do. Why do I say that? Well, it's at the very heart of good AML control. If there's one thing you do really well in your CDD, your EDD, it's checking the provenance of the source of funds involved in a client or a transaction. You can verify the identity of Kayleigh Smale or Graham MacKenzie 10 times over, but is it actually really going to get you closer to whether or not that individual is a money launderer? Probably not. Nine times out of 10, you're not going to get to that truth. But understanding the source of funds involved in the transaction is going to get you closer to that truth. ID and V, verification of identity, is really important for a variety of reasons, not least to report suspicious activity to the authorities with verified information, or for doing sanctions, adverse media, PEP screening, but actually understanding the provenance of the funds involved in the deal is critical. Kayleigh, have you any thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's a real hot topic at the moment, isn't it? The SRA have said that they're going to be doing their thematic review on source of funds and source of wealth. There's a lot of pressure on law firms at the moment with the Solicitors Regulation Authority. They're knuckling down. We're seeing those fines coming out all the time. And, you know, firms are really struggling with source of funds and source of wealth. You the same, doing consultancy, audits, those sorts of things. Source of funds is something that firms really do struggle with. So I think it's really important that these sorts of conversations happen. It was quite funny the other week. I was chatting to someone not in the regulated sector, and they said they were asking my mum and dad for 10 years worth of bank statements. I was like, give them my number. But it's just, knowing where to stop as well.
Okay, yeah, and I should also say it's not just the SRA. I headed up AML at the Law Society of Scotland, which is the AML supervisor for the Scottish solicitor profession. So I was doing a lot of inspections with my team up in Scotland. And of course, source of funds, source of wealth is a hot topic across the UK. Solicitors in Scotland still struggle with it as well. I was heavily involved in the creation of the LSAG guidance, the most recent revised version of the LSAG guidance. And, you know, undoubtedly practitioners will have seen there's a lot more information on source of funds, source of wealth in the LSAG guidance for that very reason.